Hi, welcome to the quiz. You will be presented with multiple choice questions, each displayed on screen for a short time. Please make sure to attempt answering all the questions. Quizzes help us to reinforce our knowledge, identify areas where we need to focus more, and improve our overall performance. Taking quizzes can also help to increase retention and make the learning process more engaging and enjoyable. With that out of the way, you can answer along on quizalto.com. The exact URL of this quiz will be in the notes down below. Let's get started. Good luck. What is the storage redundancy strategy employed by AWS Elemental MediaStore? Data is replicated to a single AZ. Data is replicated across multiple availability zones within a region. Data is stored in a single location. Data is not replicated. What is the purpose of the AWS Elemental MediaStore access policy? To control access to stored media content. To manage storage capacity. To encrypt data at rest. To enable cross-region replication. What is the primary use case for AWS Elemental MediaStore? Processing image data. Storing and delivering video content. Storing log files. Running web servers. What is the recommended way to secure video content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Sharing it publicly. Using IAM policies and resource-based policies. Disabling encryption. Implementing network firewalls. How does AWS Elemental MediaStore handle requests for video content delivery? Redirecting requests to a different service. Blocking all incoming requests. Caching content at edge locations. Processing requests on the client side. What is the primary benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for media storage? Variable data transfer speeds. Limited scalability. High storage costs. Consistent low latency performance. Which AWS service can be used in conjunction with AWS Elemental MediaStore to automate media processing workflows? Amazon Simple Queue Service. AWS Step Functions. AWS Glue. Amazon Lex. What is the recommended AWS service for optimizing the delivery of video files stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Amazon S3 Glacier. Amazon QuickSight. Amazon Redshift. Amazon CloudFront. How does AWS Elemental MediaStore ensure high availability for media content? Stores data in a single location. Requires manual intervention for backups. Replicates data across multiple availability zones. Uses a single availability zone. What is the purpose of using AWS Elemental MediaStore access points? To automate image tagging. To redirect requests to a different service. To limit storage capacity for individual users. To control access to media content at a finer granularity. What additional feature does AWS Elemental MediaStore provide to enhance video streaming performance? Database replication. Content delivery network integration. Built-in video editing tools. Image recognition algorithms. What is the default encryption setting for video content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Server-side encryption with AWS Key Management Service. No encryption by default. Encryption at the edge. Client-side encryption. What is the advantage of using AWS Elemental MediaStore over on-premises storage solutions for video content? Limited storage capacity. Higher latency for content delivery. Scalability and reduced management overhead. Physical security of storage devices. What is a key aspect of data transfer security in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Resource-based access policies. Shared public URLs for downloads. Encrypted data in transit. Unencrypted data transfers. What is the role of CDN integration in enhancing video content delivery performance with AWS Elemental MediaStore? Automating content transcoding. Reducing latency and improving availability through edge caching. Increasing data security through encryption. Limiting access to specific regions. What type of network connectivity does AWS Elemental MediaStore offer for video content delivery? Public Internet access. Private network connectivity. Hybrid network connections. Direct peer-to-peer connections. What type of access control mechanism can be implemented for video content stored in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Biometric authentication. Open access to all users. Static IP whitelisting. IAM policies and resource-based policies. What is a recommended practice for ensuring high availability of video content in AWS Elemental MediaStore? Replicating data across multiple availability zones. Limiting data backups. Running standalone servers for redundancy. Manually syncing data between regions. How does AWS Elemental MediaStore ensure high availability for stored video content? Replicating data across multiple availability zones. Using serverless architecture. Deprioritizing read requests. Replicating data to an external storage system. What additional feature does AWS Elemental MediaStore provide to enhance data durability and protection? Data encryption in transit. Cache invalidation policies. Object versioning and immutability. Continuous data replication. What is a key advantage of using AWS Elemental MediaStore over Amazon S3 for video storage? Built-in machine learning models. Data archival and retrieval. Low latency read operations. Optimized performance for video workloads. What role does AWS Elemental MediaStore play in the AWS Media Services suite of products? As a real-time video analytics tool. As a storage and delivery component. As a machine learning service. As a language translation service. What feature of AWS Elemental MediaStore ensures fast and reliable access to media files? Variable data transfer speeds. Slow transcoding speeds. Consistent low latency performance. Limited storage capacity. What is the key advantage for using AWS Elemental MediaStore over traditional file hosting services for video content delivery? Low storage costs. Optimized performance and scalability. Limited video format support. Monthly bandwidth limits. What is a key benefit of using AWS Elemental MediaStore for storing and delivering video on-demand content? Shared account access for collaborative work. High availability and low latency for video streaming. Offline processing capabilities. Cost efficiency for bulk data transfer. And that's a wrap. Thanks to everyone who participated. Remember, you can answer along on quizalto.com, where you can keep track of your progress and find much more quizzes. We hope you had a fun and challenging time. Until next time. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe to the channel for more. Hit the bell icon to be notified as soon as we upload. Please leave a comment if you have any thoughts or suggestions, and if you think this video is worth sharing with someone who could benefit from it, please forward a link to them. See you next time. Thanks for watching.